Hello and welcome to another ZoidRush video. I'm your host, as always, Tmzoids, and this week we're going to be talking about Video Game Donkey. Video Game Donkey. Anyways, we are talking about Video Game Donkey today, and I must say, just really quickly, last week, I apologize for the video. It was something different. It's not video game related, but it was something close to me, personal to me, so I decided to make it. It was kind of controversial. It was kind of sad-ish, not really like my upbeat video games. Yeah, so I'm sorry it was an offbeat topic. It will happen from time to time. But this week, Video Game Donkey has released a video saying that he's no longer making League of Legends videos and not playing League of Legends anymore. Nor he's made a follow-up video saying that you shouldn't believe everything you hear from YouTubers, and he kind of just talked about the video and kind of dissected the video. And I just wanted to talk about League of Legends as a whole, Video Game Donkey as a whole. So first things first, Video Game Donkey is I've watched for a long time. I remember the first video I watched from Video Game Donkey was the one how to get a girl from League of Legends. There's like two parts to this video. Like I watched the first one, it was really funny. The second one was not so fast. And he says a lot of things in chat. I would assume he says a lot of things in chat that makes him toxic behavior that is not available or not acceptable, I should say, to the general public. And you know, a lot of people don't want to hear this. They're like, "Oh my God, Video Game Donkey's my favorite. I can't believe you're leaving League of Legends." And then everybody, if somebody goes against that opinion or goes against Donkey, it just seems like there's an arbitrary of fans that are like, "You don't like Donkey." But so I just wanted to establish this right off the bat that I do like Video Game Donkey. I think Video Game Donkey is a very successful YouTuber. I think he is very funny, and I enjoyed him for his League of Legends videos. I do watch his other videos. I think he's still funny. Some of them are not so funny. It depends, a hit or miss. But they're not always supposed to be funny. They're just supposed to be random, strange, and the comedy gets for most of the people. And he's made it on the top like front page for our gaming, or not our gaming, our videos, which is always funny. You know, just you're like, I remember this guy when he was just starting out YouTube, and now he's in the front page of our videos. This is like a dream for a YouTuber. Like, man, if you can just get to the front page of something, not even just Reddit, but the front page of any forum, and just see all the comments and all the upvotes and even the downvotes, you're like, wow. This many people either watched my video, liked it, or didn't watch it, or did watch it and didn't like it, and it's just insane. But I do respect Donkey. I respect his decision, and I just wanted to talk about just him as a person really quickly. So I think he will personally come back to YouTube and start making, not back to YouTube, but back to League of Legends. He mentions in this video how he doesn't find League of Legends enjoyable anymore, which is probably true. I mean, it does get repetitive, it gets boring, and especially when you're playing solo queue, when you can only duo queue with one or queue up with another person, it does get really frustrating in solo queue because you end up usually having like, he was kind of right. You have like 3 or 4 good people, and the rest of the people on your team are like mediocre, not that great, fantastic, right? But I think most of his, if not majority of his fan base from League of Legends comes from League of Legends, so I'd seem this would be a bad decision idea. This would be a bad business idea of Video Game Donkey coming out saying, "Hey, I'm not going to make a League of Legends video anymore," and that's what most of the people watched in his channel. I mean, you can just look at his statistics, and I'd say most of his videos, most watched videos, if they didn't make to our videos, top of our videos, would be his League of Legends videos, and that's how he got popular in the first place. So I think he's going to lose a lot of fans. I don't think that Video Game Donkey, as being the smart person he is going to really give up League of Legends. It is just a 14-day ban, so it was kind of a drastic move in my opinion overall. But let's go back. Is Donkey toxic or is not toxic? And this is something I've talked about before, and I feel like it seems that the punishments are still inconsistent. I feel like somehow you punish people that are in the spotlight, that have a name, that just to kind of give you like that ground. I feel this way. Maybe it's just my conspiracy, my little tinfoil hat, but hear me out. I feel from time to time that there are people that have just reported people for being toxicity, and some people are actually toxic that deserve to be banned, and they don't get banned. You know, they can say anything in chat. They can be like, "You're a fucking faggot, I wish you died, I'm gonna nuke your house tomorrow," whatever the case may be. They don't get banned, and you watch them and they keep playing over and over, and you're like, what is going on? How is this happening? Like, And then you're wondering, well, how maybe they do have a chat restriction. You just don't know. So their 5 things are: you're a fucking faggot, I have a nuke in your house, and then it just keeps going and going and going. But you never know. It depends on the person, right? So in the past, VideoGameDunkey has had a chat restriction. He has had suffered from a chat restriction because he's made these comments before. He's talked about these things before, and he's pretty much, it's in a funny manner. And when people watch it, they're like, "Oh my god, that's so funny!" Like, you can't catch me, you faggot, or whatever the case he may have said. He did get a chat restriction at one point in his past, and then what is the next step? You get banned. And we talk about this from time to time, and I don't think it should matter if you're famous or not famous. I think there are going to be fans that stick it for him, and diehard fans, like I said, that are just going to wave in and just be like, "Video Game Donkey's awesome, he doesn't deserve the treatment he's getting." And I'm not gonna be able to convince those people. Those people are going to be dead set. They're going to be like donkey believers. They're going to be on Twitter. They're going to be on YouTube posting on the videos and be like, "You fucking idiot! You don't know what you're talking about. I have been watching Donkey since he made his first video." And then I'll be like, "Whoa, okay." But the general population, this is what we argued for. You can't have it both ways of that in the stick. It's a double-edged sword. If you can't just complain and talk about how, oh, we want harder punishments, everybody's toxic, this person's toxic, why can this guy get away with calling me a fag, and then turn around and be like, somebody that you like gets banned, and then they stop doing what they're doing because they're banned, or dislike the game because of their punishment, and then freak out because they're like, "What? Why are you doing this?" Like, it's kind of ridiculous, a double-edged sword, like I said, kind of contradicting yourself. Like, how can you ask for punishment for some random person that you don't know? Make sure they get the toughest punishment, make sure that Riot punishes them, finds them, and then they turn around and when it comes to a famous YouTuber that you enjoy to watch, or a famous person just in general that you enjoy watching, and then you're like, "Oh my god, why? Oh my god," or "I totally support you, I'm going to stop playing Riot games too." I'm like, what? And like I said, I do think that there are times where a lot of your popular people, you don't hear about it sometimes you do, that get banned. They get chat restricted, they get banned. And I'm sitting here going, well, I think it's just kind of a hit or miss kind of ordeal, and I don't know if it's what it has to do with fame or it has to do with one thing or another, but I feel that Donkey was just used as an example. I mean, people have gotten banned in the past. Some pro players, I'm not saying no pro players, Q incarnation here, have been banned for toxicity, and we've gotten other punishments if it become from Worlds. A good example was last year's at Worlds, SK Gaming, Seven Serenskin, which I still can't say his name right, but you know who I'm talking about. The SK jungler got banned for 3 competitive games in Worlds, and pretty much cost, well, some would say, cost SK the game. And they were a really strong team looking then, and they could have won farther maybe. But so it is not uncommon for that person to get in trouble or on banned and putting the tinfoil hat on there. But I do feel like Donkey's just making this video, it's just kind of getting the hype, and it's something we do. It's something a YouTuber does. Like, if you do something constantly, and then you sit here and you gain all these fans that enjoy this so much. So if I got everybody that enjoyed ZoidRush, and I was just like, "Guys, I am not doing ZoidRush anymore. It's been a fun time. I'm no longer going to do it," everybody's going to lose their mind. This is it. This is the hype. This is really hyped. I am excited because I'm excited to see when he returns, right? It was kind of like Equals 3. If you don't know what Equals 3 is, it's pretty much like a comedy show of some sort. And he had pretty much, he just told jokes, famous videos, and then in between the famous videos he made a joke or two. And then all of a sudden he and then he's like, "I'm done making Equals 3," right? He was like, "I'm not going to do it anymore." And he's gotten tired of it before. His name's Ray William Johnson, if you don't know. He's gotten tired of doing it before. And then he swapped it, and then all of a sudden it was coming back, and the hype was real. The hype was so real because he came back, and it was a new host. And you're like, "Oh my god, this new host." And it was just not the same. It's just not the same from the original product, right? So you lose that ordeal. So Donkey leaving because he was banned, I think it's just like a hype. That's my opinion. I think he's going to hype it up. He's getting a lot of people's attention. His videos, like I said, he got famous because of League of Legends videos. He's going to come back. He's going to hype it back up. Is he bored with the game? It's possible he's bored with the game, but he's going to come back because, like I said, most of his viewer base, most of his fans come from League of Legends background, and we just enjoy seeing him do silly, stupid stuff. And it's not like the first YouTuber we've seen silly, stupid stuff. A good example would be CivHD. CivHD does a lot of weird, random shit. Maybe he's not toxic in chat, but let me tell you, he builds stuff out of the meta, and that drives people insane also, because you have to follow the meta. You can't build this. Why are you building this? And if you're not in a custom game, CivHD, I'm not too sure how you're making it through those games without people going, why are you AD LeBlanc? And I'm just like, oh my god. But that is it. I had another video topic that I'm ready to record next week, but I'm just gonna make this short again. I'm gonna keep them a little bit shorter this time, not gonna rant on for 20 to 30 minutes. I love your faces. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you click that like button. If you're new to the channel and don't know what this is about, it's ZoidRush. I talk about a random topic, usually gaming related, League of Legends related, and on top of that, every week. If you enjoy, click that subscribe button. I post this. If you want to follow me on my social medias, they're down below, or you can see to the side there. Just type them into your Twitter or your Facebooks, and I will be there, and you'll see my pretty little face. But I will see you guys next week, and as always, love your faces. Bye, guys.